Psalms 120 to 122, all believers live with the tension of being in the world but not of it. This can subject us to false accusations and deceitful tongues. But here is another opportunity for us to cry out to the Lord for deliverance. I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to slip. He who keeps you will not slumber. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord will protect you from all evil. He will keep your soul. The Lord will guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forever. These psalms are known as songs of ascents when Israel would ascend to Jerusalem for the three feasts, Passover, Pentecost, and Tabernacles. Our experience is assembling ourselves together for fellowship with other believers. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go to the house of the Lord. We look forward to rallying around the person of Christ with other believers for fellowship, study, prayer, and worship. Now note that David says, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. This is God's heart for Jerusalem and should be ours also. The Prince of Peace will indeed bring peace to Jerusalem. 1 Corinthians 9, Paul says he's an apostle and seems to indicate that one of the requirements of a true apostle is that he has seen Jesus. It is my opinion that we no longer have apostles in the sense of those who were used to build the foundation of the church. We have apostles or sent ones in the sense that they are sent with the word that has already been established. These are typically called missionaries. The canon is complete. This is important today as we have those who claim to be super apostles that have a new word or new revelation from God, and this is simply not true. They are false prophets and false teachers and have not heard from God at all. Paul lays out that even as the priests were sustained as servants in the temple, so should be those who preach the gospel. He quotes from Deuteronomy 25:4, you shall not muzzle the ox while he is threshing. God is not concerned about or talking about oxen, is he? So also the Lord directed those who proclaim the gospel to get their living from the gospel. Now let's be careful here to note that these should have their needs met, not made to be rich and live exorbitant, luxurious lifestyles. We can see many examples where this has been perverted through the prosperity gospel. Next, Paul says he became all things to all men so that I may by all means save some. He was willing to come alongside Jews and Gentiles and related to them where they were. He did not compromise his own lifestyle in doing so, but made himself approachable to all people. Are you willing to sit and listen and relate to people right where they are, looking for opportunity to introduce Christ? Paul goes on, but I discipline my body and make it my slave so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified. Paul is saying that if he compromises in his own lifestyle, he will lose the privilege of telling others. He'll just be another hypocrite who doesn't practice what he preaches. Our message is important, but so is the way we live our lives. Here's an example of this. We might head into the bars to share the good news with some old friends there. If we end up getting drunk with them, we will be disqualified as they will witness that the message we preach really has had no power to transform us in our own lives. So why should they think it could transform theirs?